Hello, I'm in Cairo airport vlogging my trip to Chicago. I don't know how vloggers do this. Okay, I think I suck at this. Hi, my name is Oscar. I'm an Egyptian content creator. I make videos, but this is my first vlog kind of video. I wanted to share with you my family trip and what I did in my 10 days in Chicago. Usually I like to explain things in my videos. I'm not a travel vlogger. I'm more of an educator. No, that sounds boring. I'm an edutainer because I like to entertain. Sometimes. So expect some tips in the middle along with some extra information and things to do in Chicago and personal insights. But first, my YouTube intro. Why did I go to Chicago? My brother's doing masters there and he took his family with him. I miss them so much. Because of COVID, this trip has been delayed for a year and a half. So it was a very emotional and necessary trip for me, my parents, and my kids. Unfortunately, my husband couldn't make it because his visa was expired and the embassy is still closed thanks to COVID. First plane was 4 manageable hours. It was nice, I had some toys and activities, but then there was lots of screen time, unfortunately. Tip number 1, bring toys and activities for the kids, but also download things to watch on the tablet. Oh, and please bring headphones. Everything's fine, never mind my lousy vlogging skills. We were on Etihad Airways, it was comfy and the food was great. I love the airplane. We made it to Abu Dhabi and our next flight is to Chicago. Yes, but we had to wait for 9 hours. Thankfully, it was nighttime, so we spent most of them sleeping in the airport hotel. Then the kids woke up grumpy, of course, but it's okay. One really cool thing is that Abu Dhabi now is a port of entry for USA. So now we're ready to meet the family in Chicago. After 14 hours. It's fine! They gave us more activities. Adam slept a little. I couldn't sleep at all, so I ate every single meal and snack they gave us. Fast forward to that moment we finally made it to Chicago. I'm fine. Fine. Speaking of Chicago, did you know that the word Chicago probably comes from the word Chicago? It's in Algonquin language, a Native American language. Anyways, it means onions, and it's probably because the lakes and streams around Chicago were filled with wild onions. As you can see, beautiful view from my room. Everything is nice. Except for the 2 dead cockroaches I found under this seat the next day. It happens. It's fine. I moved to another room. I had to move all my stuff into it, but enough with the logistics. It's day 1 in Chicago, baby! My first deep dish pizza. And our first victim of jet lag. Was yummy, but I literally couldn't feel my arm. Then jet lag hit us all when we woke up at 4 a.m. the next morning. Day 2, we spent this beautiful day in Orland Park. This is where my brother's wife's family lives. I could have just said my sister-in-law. Anyways, Orland Park is a village in Illinois. It's a suburb of Chicago. And it's beautiful! The greenery, the lakes, the houses. It is such a lovely neighborhood and I immediately fell in love. It was a cozy day. The kids played and the grown-ups did some catching up. We had Chinese and I got my first fortune cookie. Try something new this month? Well, I'm already doing that, so we're on the right track here. At night, we went back to our hotel in the city. The trip takes about 40 minutes. My brother did all the driving, so thank you, bro. In day 3, we were ready to start touring Chicago's famous museums. And we started with one of the biggest science museums in the world, the Museum of Science and Industry. Unfortunately, the way to get the best experience out of it is never to plan on visiting it in one day, especially with a jet-lagged toddler. So many exhibitions, but we didn't have the luxury of time. We tried our best to see as much as we can, and we were simply impressed. Honestly, I was jealous. I really wish for this kind of educational experience for my kids, but we still don't have that. It's fun, interactive, and educational. That's how learning should be. In day number 4, we wanted to do something even more fun for kids Adam's age. He's 3. So we went to the zoo. And not any zoo, it's Brookfield Zoo. Brookfield Zoo is a large zoo famous for its open-air, unbarred enclosures and dolphin shows. Was it fun? Yes. Did I feel a little guilty? Yes. Well, it just totally looks unnatural for those dolphins to move in this way, and it's just for entertaining us, so it's kind of selfish. One can argue that the entire zoo project is unethical. Well, I don't know. I really don't, but I'm not yet crazy about this point of view. Anyway, several exhibitions for different species and even a special one for dinosaurs. And then it was day number 5, the long-awaited trip for me and my daughter Fairuz, and it's to Field Museum. It's a large natural history museum with lots of educational and scientific programs. Again, something I wish I was exposed to when I was younger. Look at this scientist working and inspiring in peace. So I'm not a dinosaurs nerd, as in I don't know all their names, but there is something magnificent about standing in front of a real dinosaur skeleton, especially Sue. This is her head. It's huge. And this is her, or him. I mean, scientists are not really sure yet. Let me tell you about Sue. First of all, the reason why her real head is separated is to provide easy access for scientists to study it at any time. Sue is one of the largest complete T-Rex skeletons that were ever found. And for your info, Tyrannosaurus Rex dinosaurs are one of the foremost fierce predators that ever walked the earth. It existed about 67 million years ago and was discovered in 1990 by Susan Hendrickson. Obviously, Sue was then named after her. According to scientists who studied Sue, she didn't have quite an easy life. She had 3 broken ribs that she survived when she was alive, an injury to her right shoulder region, multiple holes in her skull, and an infection in her teeth that scientists suggest that it made it very, very difficult for her to eat and might have actually died out of starvation because of that. Scientists also know that she was 28 years old when she died. Science is amazing! And then it was day number 6. We went to Shed Aquarium. Like Chicago's museums, it's large and educational. Absolutely amazing. I can't remember how many times I said Subhanallah there as I was appreciating the beauty and diversity of God's creations in this completely different world underwater. In days 7 and 8, I had some really nice walks in the city. Here's an interesting POV of my phone while I was walking. We did some shopping, and I faced my fear of vlogging in public by creating a short video. Look! 10 famous things about Chicago. On day 9, we had to take the PCR tests, and interestingly, we did the test to ourselves. And then we had more and more of beautiful Orland Park. I was emotional at this point, knowing this trip is coming to an end and that I'll miss my family there very, very much. But we still had one more full day, and we spent it in Navy Pier, which played important roles during World War I and World War II, and thus the name Navy. Look at me, more comfortable filming in public. It was a lovely day. And then it rained and everybody ran inside. Then it was sunny again. We wanted to ride on the wheel, and luckily there wasn't a long queue. But it started raining again. It was still fine. It was really a beautiful experience. Navy Pier is a cool place to hang out actually. There are outdoors and indoors restaurants and gift shops. I know what you're thinking. That was day number 10, which means the trip is over. Well, I had some little extra time in the morning of our departure day where I tried another new thing. And it was going to an Apple store. It was so cool. I had some sound problems in my phone, and it turned out that it only needed to be cleaned. And then it was really time for us to go. We said our goodbyes, got on the plane. This time it was Lufthansa because it had a shorter route, but honestly, it was less comfortable than Etihad and not as generous with the meals. And here we are back in Cairo after such a short but fun-packed trip. Chicago is officially one of my favorite cities. People were really friendly, so many things to do and see. By the way, it wasn't my first time in Chicago, but it was my first time as a mom of 2 and a content creator. It was quite challenging, but I think it went well. Thank you so much for watching this video. This is the longest video I've ever did in my life. But anyways, please hit the like button if you did enjoy it. And, subscribe so I can see you in more videos. Bye bye!